everyone, this is Jennifer. I just wanted to tell you guys what I received in the box today for these speakers that I'm going to be putting together for you guys. So these are the speaker. We got two of these nice speaker boxes that have already been nicely put together. As you can tell, it's you know, I love the textures. It's a nice creamy color of a coffee, and there's a lot of the wooden textures you would like to see on a speaker. So here are the speaker boxes. We got these things that a lot of people have been talking about online, the TV speakers. They're the W5-1880 that we're going to be putting into these speakers right here. And just to tell you a little bit about what I've gotten in the box, we got two of these harnesses, obviously one for each of these speakers, and then we got four of these binding posts that we're going to be putting on, and we can't go without these screwdrivers. We're going to be working really hard with these, as well as these patches that we're probably going to be putting right here so that it can cushion these speakers right here. And lastly, here are the foams that we're going to be stuffing inside of these speakers so they can capture all the extra noises that we don't want to hear. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to first start with these harnesses. I've already nicely pulled them apart so that we can work with these separately. So we're going to put these off to the side, and I have these two binding posts. The red will be going onto my right side. I always forget this, but here is the back, which should be facing you. So this is going to be on your right side, and this is going to be on your left. So the red, I'm just going to show you outside of the, before I put it on first, but I'm going to take these two knobs off and one of these washers off. I'm going to put these off to the side. The red is going to go with the longer, the golden harness. So we want to first put these in. There's a little knob right here that you're going to be matching with the little hole right here. But after I insert this, I'm going to be putting the washer back on. So there's going to be wood in between. I'm going to put these back on, one of these washers to lock it together. I'm not going to put it all the way through because we don't have the wood in between. We're going to loop this over, and then we're going to finally lock the harness with another of these knobs so it stays nice and tight. So I'm just going to show you really quickly on how to do it with the black. So the black, remember, goes onto the left side. We're going to again take these two knobs off, as well as one of these washers. So remember, there's a little hole right here. We're going to be matching it onto this groove right here so it stays nice and tight. Okay, and the black will be going with the silver loop. So I'm going to be putting the black washer on first. There you go. And one of these washers. So now it's nice and tight. We're going to put this loop over it. Now this is where you kind of have to finger around in there just to figure out where everything is. And then we're going to finally lock it with the other knob so that it stays nice and tight. Alright, so next we're going to be working with these foam. This is something we're going to be lining up on the bottom as well as the top. Unfortunately, the holes are a little small, but lucky for me, I have smaller hands. Unfortunately for you, if you have larger hands, you might need to, you know, jot down my number so you can have me, you know, come over to your house or something. Anyway, so just wanted to show you what I've done before, but remember, the red is on the right, the black is on the left, and so we got these two harnesses nicely already attached. So let's see. Here are my scissors. I'm going to be cutting this long piece into half, so I'm going to fold these in half if you haven't already, and I'm going to cut these. They don't have to be perfect, but we're going to cut these into half. You might want bigger scissors for these, but this is kind of what I have at home. Perfect. So we'll put these scissors off to the side. So we'll be working with one of these. I'm going to be lining them up on the bottom, kind of like this, and then the top is going to be looking like that. So kind of like, kind of cushions the whole box. Alright, so here is the foam that we're going to be placing on the bottom portion of this speaker. So remember, you want to lay it flat like this, you know, kind of like a U shape. So I'm just going to work on this right now. I'm going to stuff it in. Make sure it's all the way inside. And I'm just going to stuff it in nice and tight. Make sure it lines the bottom. Alright, so here we've got the bottom all lined up. Not sure if you can see what's inside, but you can tell that it's nicely lining the little tube right here. Alright, so with the top, we're going to take the other half of this foam. We're just going to roll it up nicely. Just going to stuff it in. Make sure you want to get these into the middle. So I'm just going to easily put these like that. Kind of put my hand through there. Just kind of cover up the sides. Alright, so I forgot to mention these previously, but we got also cable ties that came in the box. So what we want to do with these after we line the cushions up nicely, we're going to use this tie. We're going to take these two harnesses and make sure that they stay firm in place by using the cable ties and attaching them with these cable ties onto the middle post right here. Alright, so I've just opened the TV speakers. These are remember the W5-1880. They're really highly spoken of in the internet. I've heard a lot of people talk about them, so they must be really good. Anyways, so here are the speakers. We're going to be attaching them onto the box here that we've already you know, tied up with the cable, as well as put the linings in. Alright, so after we're done with the foam, we want to take the speakers, the W5-1880. We're just going to take this pad. We're going to take rip half of this off so that it's not all the way. Want to match the groove to the hole so that we're not blocking the screws when we want to put it in. So I'm going to place this down gently. Alright, kind of line it up. Take the rest of this off and just make sure it sticks on. Alright, here we go. And now that's on and nice and tight, we can go ahead and put it onto the system. Alright, so remember, the gold goes on the plus side, the silver will be going on the negative. So I just want to be attaching them right here on the speakers. So the gold, I want to attach it right here, and then the silver will be going on the negative side. And want to line up these holes to the holes on the unit right here. So I just want to put them down gently. Make sure the holes line up, and there you go. And then we got our screws right here. We want 4 of these, and then you just want to place them 4 in the hole and screw them up. Alright, so I've got these 4 screws nicely tightened with this, and voila! We've completed this nice speaker for my house. And so, thank you for watching, you guys!